Hello, welcome to the Knife Yak channel. Today arrived in the mail a new knife that I'm gonna open and look at today. It's the Spyderco Manix 2 Salt with MagnaCut steel. So let's have a look. This is not my first Manix 2, nor is it my first Manix 2 lightweight. So some of the features of this knife will not be too surprising to me. I'm already familiar with the basic pattern. What's new to me is the MagnaCut steel, and I'm just interested to see what this particular specimen looks like in terms of quality, fit and finish, and sharpness. So there you go. Has the distinctive yellow handle, typical of the Spyderco Salt series, which is the knives that are intended for aquatic or maritime use. Looks pretty typical. Let's have a look at the blade centering here. With these plastic molded handles, the fit isn't always great, so you can kind of see the line here where the different parts come together, and there's a little bit of a line there. So it's not beautiful, but it's functional. There's nothing wrong with it in terms of I think it's up to spec. That's just the way these are, right? So yeah, you can see it's not completely flush. So yeah, that's kind of ugly, and there's this little bit of material that you see here from it's like a molding mark or line here it's not perfect, but that's what you get with these kind of knives. This one retails for like $151, so it's not cheap, but it's, you know, it's affordable, I think, for people that care about this brand. The wire clip is snug. These things do flex just a little bit side to side. Haven't noticed it being a problem on my other Manix 2 lightweight. I wondered initially when I first got one of these about a year ago if these wire clips would easily come loose, since they only have this one little screw here holding it in. But because the molded plastic handle has these slots, you can see it's reversible for right-handed or left-hand carry, but it has those two slots, so that anchors the posts from the wire clip attachment point there. And so while it does wiggle side to side a small amount, it seems to be well and firmly attached, so that's not a problem. You'll notice all the hardware on this is black. So the water and corrosion resistance is supposed to apply as much to the blade as also to the screws and the pivot and the hardware and the clip, and so everything should be fairly rust resistant. That's kind of the whole point. So you can see the knife is manufactured in the Golden, Colorado manufacturing facility. There's Eric Glesser's monogram on one side. On the other, we get the Spyderco logo, which is beautiful. I mean, it's ugly because it's a Spyderco logo, but it's well executed. Most people think that looks like a tick, and they're probably right. So there you go, Spyderco CPM MagnaCut steel. So the action on this particular specimen is quite good. I compare it to my other Manix 2, which is the S110V version. This one drops shut better than that one does in terms of so the lockup is great. It's very snug, as is the other one. But this one drops shut better. I don't know if you can see it with this camera angle, but the blade is, or I should say the pivot must be a little bit looser, because it really does. You see if I can tilt my camera here and you can see this a little better. But yeah, it just drops shut pretty well. You have to hold back on the tabs to get it to swing, but it's pretty smooth, right? So this is actually, I think, a better specimen than my other one. Quite pleased with that. So let's do a little edge test here. Ooh, this is sharp. I have to be very careful because I'm watching myself do this through the camera. But yeah, this looks like better than average. Even for Spyderco, a better than average edge. Spyderco is pretty good at producing a good sharp knife out of the box. This one I think is somewhat better than average in that respect, even by Spyderco's very good standards. So let's see if we can kind of, it looks like the grind is pretty consistent. It's not that uncommon for there to be slightly narrower bevel. The bevel is usually a little bit narrower, closer to the choil. And so let's see, on this side you can kind of see the, I'm trying to catch the light here. So it looks pretty good, quite good. I'm very pleased with it. I don't detect any sort of a burr. That looks really nice, very crisp. I'm gonna do my rolled up Post-it note edge test here. Let's back up the camera so we can see better. So the object of the game is to cut through a rolled up Post-it note, which is mounted on the smooth underside of a kitchen saucer. And the idea is to cut down through the tube diagonally without knocking it over. Okay, that was pretty easy. So good job, Spyderco. Excellent, excellent edge. So my overall reaction to this knife is nothing but happiness. I love it. It's great. I think it's going to be good. I will carry it with a great deal of pride and confidence. And yeah, there you go. Spyderco Manix 2 Salt in MagnaCut.